Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, as you're all aware, games, especially gacha games, are something that can be a dime a dozen. There's usually always a couple of very trash games that happen to release alongside some very reputable gachas. And the end result is that the reputation of the space kind of drops lower and lower for every dog release. Just think about games like this, for example, right? You thought it was going to be a high budget, high quality, amazing gacha game, and then it ended up being the biggest piece of dog you've ever seen, and this is kind of like ruined gacha games for you. Don't worry, been there, done that, know all about it. But it turns out that there's another game on the horizon by a developer that many of you think would, traditionally put out AAA products, right? High quality products, even if they might be a little bit dog shit, right? And they might be like a little bit predatory, they might be a little bit unfun. It's Hoyoverse. And the unfortunate part is that it appears that Hoyoverse has decided to take a note out of Enfield's notebook and release a piece of dog shit game. Because that is going to be Honkai Nexus Anima. Yes, you've heard about it being teased. You didn't actually know that it was this close to release. But Honkai Nexus Anima, yes, ladies and gentlemen, has started its big advertising. It's doing something called an evolution test. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I guess they've decided to find a new name for closed beta, because that might be what they're actually going for. And the reality over here is that Honkai Nexus Anima has done one of the most embarrassing things I think I've ever seen. This is their opening post over here, showing off a bit of a teaser, right? A 1 minute 50-second teaser. They also coupled it with some gameplay, right, as well, on the official channel. Keep that spoiler free for now. You don't want to get that. Want to make sure your excitement is at the peak for that one. They made this post, right? This is the engagement that I got. 1.2 million views, 12k likes. Not bad, right? Especially for a new title, new IP. However, you gotta remember, this is related to the Honkai umbrella, the big brand. And this was one of the responses to somebody just talking about the game. There's this random account here just trying to like advertise it further, a Hoyo Shill Andy account, Hoyoverse animation info, and this is one of the first quote retweets. The only reason this game is being talked about is because it's from Hoyoverse. This has less than half the likes of the actual Honkai Nexus Anima tweet, but it has more actual likes on the post. This one's got 14k on less than 500k views, while like this one over here from the official account is at 12. So like, literally a like shit post from somebody just like passing by, like bro, that like an analogy I would make about this post is like seeing somebody being dumb on the street and then just like you just spat on them. This was like Honkai Nexus Anima, right? Like advertising their game on the street, right? And then this dude just comes over and spits at them, right? Hawks a fat fucking loogie, and then everyone like cheers and applauds for the guy that spat on them. Bro, that's painful. Bro, I'm sorry. Like, dude, this is like the official advertisement post, right? For like the premiere beta test and all of that shit, right? And it's like, bro, somebody's just shitting on it in passing. They weren't even trying, bro. Effortless. And they just took the fattest shit ever on its existence. Damn, that's rough. But that's what happened, guys, in the past 24 hours. I actually got linked this shit on stream the other day, and I was like, dude, this looks like ass. There's no way I'm gonna watch it. But after I've seen this and the, like, literal brutal ratioing this game has undergone in 24 fucking hours, I've decided, yo, why don't we actually watch this? Why don't we see whether or not this is truly the case? Maybe the Hoyo brand name gave me a negative impression about this title. It's actually a lot better than I thought. Or, truly, the ratio is speaking the truth. This is a piece of dog shit, and the only reason why anyone is even giving it any space for thought in their mind is because of the Hoyo brand. Who knows? Which one's the answer? Let's go ahead. Let's find out by checking out this 1 minute 50-second teaser, guys. And the first thing I'll say is wow, this game is fucking bright.
With the championship qualifiers right around the corner, the renovations around IA are in full swing.
So first thing that I said when I saw part of this, and I think most people would probably say this as well, is like, bro, this like really reminds me of NTE. right? Like, wow, this is like, bro, this looks like hetero. Also, it's made for children. Yeah, no, this is probably the big thing that like will really call out to you is that this is made for kids. Kind of like Mr. Pokey's videos. He's probably gonna love this game.
I barely recognize my own neighborhood.
Wow! Look at you!
Remember what I said about NTE? This truly does give the same exact vibes, right? Kind of like this, like, sugar, bubblegum, pop, bouncy, ooh, wee, hee, hee, hoo, ha.
There's this giant money train!
And one thing you know for certain is that knowing the popularity of NTE right now, I'm not necessarily sure if this setting is that poppin'. Which kind of leads into like the first sort of take over here. This is overhyped garbage. But then again, right, we still need to see the gameplay, guys. Look, they have the trait. Wow, I might see Pom-Pom. Let me just say this one thing over here about this person. This looks like an NTE character because it looks like they ripped off Kafka and gave her white hair. I thought this design was from NTE because it looks so similar to Kafka. But this is like Hoyo. This is a Hoyo design. So it's like NTE in it's like Hoyo. Do you know what I mean? Oh, this is where stuff's gonna get crazy, guys. We're gonna be literally beating up gummy bears.
Alright, let's show him!
Okay, so this is another reveal over here that I feel like is... I feel like this moment right here should piss off a lot of, like, Honkai Impact 3rd players. So, Honkai Impact 3rd is a game that came out in, like, 2016, right? It will be officially almost a decade since this game released. And so, this is Kiana Kaslana, the main character of Honkai Impact 3rd. Like, for a very long time. And this is what they decided they wanted the ENVA to be.
Alright, let's show him!
And, like, that was the line they decided to use for her EN debut. What the fuck? And also, they're using, like, her OG of, like, the OG designs. Like, bro, this looks like her at the release of the game. I don't know. It's like, I played Honkai Impact 3rd, so I, like, know about, like, this character and stuff. And so I guess to just, like, see the most, like, degraded version of them, and then, like, their voice is, like, mid. I don't know. I feel like you should have expected better as a player in, like, the crossover after, like, 10 years of hype. I don't know, man. It's just... And yeah, she's got a rabbit. And it's got, like, her special orange and blue colors. It's like her eyes, but like her eyes aren't like that. Look at Sunbringer.
This is Nexus Battle!
Yeah, so remember what I said before about this being like the first EN appearance of Kiana? Great. Now after that cringe shit at the start, you now get this is Nexus Battle. So as you can see, it's just it literally looks like this looks like a Pokemon intro. I wanna be the very best that no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. These Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em, heart so true. Our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon! It's the same shit. So let's actually play it back with their volume over here, and you can get the fake experience. So I think the main takeaway to draw from that is that the game can look at least like slightly exciting over there, right? You just saw like animation after animation, cinematic ultimate after like cinematic ultimate, right? For like all of that sequences. This is nothing close to what it's going to look like in game. Not even like slightly. You will get nothing close to this.
And I shall answer with power to match you.
They couldn't even use his new design. Nah, they just straight up ripped Blades like 1.3 model. Sorry, no, he had that in 1.0 of the game. He showed up there. And they also got Mega Evolutions. But it's like so this is the thing. Mega Evolutions are something that's what you call earned, right? Based off the fact that like these are age old, right? Historic Pokemon that have like been live for like months or years, if not decades, and then they get the opportunity to Mega Evolve later. When you release something and then also let it Mega Evolve at the same time that you release it, like half the hype isn't there. So, that's that one, right? And you might be like assuming, wow, this looks like an insane Pokemon battler, right? Where I'm gonna be like curating one or two insane beasts, and then we're gonna be waging battle against other players, become a true Honkai Nexus Anima Master, if we can't become a Pokemon Master, right? Pal World, exploration, blah, 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 collecting all of that. That's what you would think, right? No. This is get ready. I need to show you the actual like progression-based part of the gameplay. Get ready, guys. So that's where the animations show up. Yeah, you're actually playing TFT against AI. Yeah, no, this is PvE TFT. Woohoo! Literally looks like Pokemon Go. Like, this actually looks like the Pokemon Go UI when you're, like, leveling up the little bitch. But it's, like, also TFT. Do you see what the goal is here from Hoyoverse? It's like, they decided to jump on the trend of, okay, what's gonna get a bunch of 10-year-olds hooked on our gacha products? But they, like, are 10 years late on the trend. This is TFT plus Pokemon Go. This would have been great, like, 5-10 years ago. Bro, and they have, like, 69 million of these things. And I think this is what you pull in the gacha, bro. But, like, half of them are, like... Oh, I guess they got skins, too. Yeah, fuck grinding for a shiny, just buy one. This looks like the most surface level dog shit game I think anyone's ever seen. Right? It actually just looks like a shameless cash grab. But the part that I really want you to focus on over here isn't actually all of like the goofy ass bells and whistles that you're seeing in terms of like the leveling up and the Pokemon related elements. I want to talk about the main gameplay over here. Because from what I've heard about this game, I can't be 100% about this, but I wouldn't be surprised. There's no PvP in this game. This is like literally like a PvE, like Candy Crush level fucking shit, where you just like go against like, you know, progressively more like difficult TFT stages as you like go throughout the story. One of the things about this sort of like auto chess, battling, leveling up gameplay is this: the competitive factor. Let me just bring you a screenshot from TFT just so I can explain to you the dynamics going on over here. So in this game, the way that you make your board stronger, right? The shit on this side that's like dealing damage, right? Obviously, you got to go beat all these dudes up, kill them, and then go win, right? You got to beat all of them. You get your board stronger in TFT by buying units. And then you can like star them up, right? If you buy like 3 copies of them, you can turn them into one guy and then he's like a lot stronger. The thing is that your shop that you buy these units from, it's shared with other players. And so you all can't play the same thing. You got to go do something else. You can grieve somebody else or you can get grieved, right? That's like part of the dynamic of like building the teams over here. It's that emergent gameplay. That doesn't really work when you're like entirely against AI, and that's like the full basis of the game mode. Plus, bro, these gotta be some of the most odd looking creatures. Like, are you going to straight up just be fighting with a bunch of animals? Because my favorite part is actually taking a look at some of this gameplay over here and then actually looking at these birds. Bro, this thing is just like dabbing. Bro, this thing is just dabbing every attack, bro. Like, what is he doing? Like, look at what the birds do. Bro, it looks so shit. They all look like Anivia from League of Legends. They do a little wing swipe and then a projectile comes out. Like, dude, it just like looks bad. Like, this is League of Legends level animation from like 2010 in 2026 by a $1 billion gacha company. This is some of the worst animation quality. Like, bro, it looks... Bro, that... I don't even know what to say. That's like a fucking Uno card. Why is a bird throwing an Uno card? And my favorite part is like the casting time and then like the pauses. Bro, this literally reminds me of like a 2016 gacha. Like bro, like one of those turn-based what, like, bro, what? It just looks so like chunky. Do you see why this is the main takeaway? Because I don't understand how you're supposed to get excited for this. Especially if you've seen Pokemon, you've seen TFT, you've seen anything else. I feel like the only way you get excited for this is if you've been like media illiterate. And like you just haven't seen how like what the baseline is in the genre. Because this actually just looks worse than what exists right now. But of course, right? What? We gotta check out the other elements of the game. What if this is meant to be more of like Milliaster Wonderland, but if you don't like Genshin? Right, because there's still the rest of the game here. Is this a different outfit, or are they showing off how they've improved the models? I don't know. I assume the right is a model improvement. Great. Why does it still actually look like shit? Nah, this looks like it's from RuneScape. Wait, nah, that is one odd looking, bro. Like, wait, the branches are actually like, bro, they're thick. They're like thick and straight. Bro, what is that branch? Nah, this is like Unreal Engine 1, bro. Why are we looking at indie games? It really does give that vibe, doesn't it? I do want to just say this. These are some of the flattest looking textures I might have ever seen. Especially on the... Bro, this is actually some low polygon. Wait, the entire thing is straight. What engine is this in? Nah, this can't be an Unreal Engine. Is this a mock-up? Wait, this doesn't even look like a real photo. Why is everything so straight? There's no textures on anything. Bro, this all looks like clay. It all looks like plastic. Billion-dollar company, by the way. I don't know how this is the after. Nah, this is a bug, right? Is this actually the after? Nah, look at this building, bro. Bro, this shit looks like some Spider-Man PS1 shit. What the fuck? Bro, look at that shit. Hey, can I direct your eyes at the look at the brush. Focus on the brush. The flower brush here. It looks worse. This looks like Grand Theft Auto Vice City. And if you know how old that game is, that's not a compliment. Wait, they're actually just copying NTE and... Wait, Hoyo saw NTE and they were like, yeah, I want a piece of that. Nice. I'm sorry, bro. What is this game? Like, what is this overworld here for you to do? Wait, I'm sorry. What is the overworld in this game for? And like, why is there this flying dragon? It's just a walking simulator? It's an empty-ass, soulless world that's like just there to like look sort of pretty. Oh, okay. So it literally is NTE then. Bro, do they even have like their own teep? What is this game? Bro, how did they manage to make the mounts look like robots? Bro, what are these animations? What the fuck is this game? This... Bro, the animations all look like half finished. Yo, go get somebody to do a single mocap at their studio. Yo, you guys should have mocapped a horse instead of whatever the fuck you... What the hell? This is NTE. This dumbass only go. What the fuck? Bro, both of these guys don't look playable. What is Blade doing here? Remember, this is the core gameplay. You know what? Maybe it'll work. NTE's core gameplay, right, is like Wuthering Waves is combat, but like worse. And then it has a bunch of goofy-ass minigames, and like, well, I guess the game's like technically not dead yet, so that's what it's got going for it, right? This game looks like it's got a bunch of goofy-ass minigames. Like, it actually looks like more like NTE than any other gacha, because NTE's gameplay is actually entirely minigames, and then the combat is the side part of the game. This game looks like it's a majority minigames, and then this part is the side part of the game. This is NTE's #1 competitor. Literally, this game, if you've played NTE and you've seen this, you'll recognize this is actually NTE's biggest competitor. If you're out here to play an action game, you're not fucking playing NTE. But if you're playing like some casual fucking Mario Party every day shit, you'll play NTE, and you're also gonna like playing this shit. But I think for the majority of like gamers out there, you'll just look at this and you'll be like, wow, I think I'd rather literally do anything else. Yeah, no, that's probably the main takeaway from me. Bro, holy shit. I'm not gonna lie, this might be understating it. This might be understating it, because NTE, at the very least, had the bait of a, like, combat system, right? NTE had the bait of, like, an actual, like, game underneath all the minigame bullshit. This game isn't even faking it, bro. This game is just not even trying to bait you. They know this shit is an afterthought. They know this, like, TFT shit is a fucking afterthought. That's why they saved it at the end and showed off all this other goofy-ass shit first. This is a mini-game first. So whatever the fuck else it is second. And I think from that perspective, right? Yeah, dude, this game looks like slop. But if Millie Asher Wonderland is still, I guess, a product that's making money, I think Honkai Nexus Anime is going to find some audience out there. It's just, I guess on its journey to finding that audience, it's going to get made fun of every step of the way, because it does, in fact, actually deserve it. Holy moly. What a just, like, bro, I don't even know what to say other than this just looks so low effort, lazy, underdeveloped. Like, actually just like they pivoted mid-development and they were like, let's just make an NTE clone. That's like, yeah, I don't know, bro. This one is just, this is something else. Yeah, this is probably understating it. What a piece of garbage. After taking a look at that gameplay and the Star exclusive, whatever the fuck that is, this is what I'm gonna say over here. This is a raffle post that the Honkai Nexus Anime administrators, marketing team, whatever, decided to do, right? To win Evolution Test Access, 200 winners, you gotta do all these things. After seeing that gameplay, this is my take on winning the raffle over here. It'd be like those dudes in, like, Thailand, right? That, like, win the military raffle, and, like, bro, this is their reaction to it, bro. They're, like, crying because now they gotta do 2 years of service. That's, like, I bet what it feels like winning the raffle for Honkai Nexus Anime, because, bro, that game looks like some fucking shit. Straight up. Straight up. That's that, like, this is the one-to-one I'm making over here. Yeah, dude, this guy looking fruity as Hawaii. What the fuck? He looks like Enfield's getting a new partner. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out.